There we go. Now I can hear you.
Hello, that's good. Can you hear me? Hello. There we go. O-M-E. Thank you for having me, Pig.
Thank you for
Thank
coming
you,
on.
thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what interview questions you have for me.
I have a whole list here.
Okay, well, I am literally, I like to think I like to think I am pretty good with interview questions. I've done my fair share of interviews in the past.
Thank you
Oh
for
my
the
gosh,
follow,
Sis is
Sis.
here.
There,
Sis, welcome
there
in.
is no Whopper song here.
How could that be? How?
Listen, once we get affiliate here, we can have a
Oh,
Whopper song on this stream.
good point. Good point. Sis, welcome in. I hope you've had a good day so far. Oh my, everybody, mods, can we get a shout out for the Big Pig video games? I'm not streaming, by the way. It's
Yeah.
just you.
Shout out to StephKomm here.
Mods, don't do that. Actually, mods, shout out Pig 5 times to be specific. Puka followed.
Oh, thank you,
You
Puka.
can't. Oh my god, Puka, hi! Welcome in! Oh my god. We got everybody here. It blinked twice and revealed at
Everyone
gunpoint.
follow StephKomm. Here's the link to his channel.
Do not. Everybody follow Pig. I need him at specifically 80 million followers by the end of today. Or you guys have
Puka,
failed us.
Puka, you're the third person to say that. You, Merc, and Chobi. You all thought you had already followed me.
I can say I'm real. I always was following him, so I'm real for that.
Yeah, Steph is the real stalker here.
I don't.
Everyone
No.
telling me they stalk me, and then they don't realize they're not actually following.
I am like that the cliche stereotype of like the person who like just watches from afar, the person they admire. That is exactly what I do. That's how I knew you play Street Fighter 6. That's how I knew about everything.
Thank you for the follow, Ariomi.
Oh my god, Ari Arnold Yomi. Holy crap. Everybody's coming in. Thank you guys. Ooh, I keep punching my microphone because I had to stand up to do something real quick. It's what is your follower like when you get followed? Is that just like a pig?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
eating grass?
Well,
I
he's
love
not
that.
eating
Holy
the grass,
shit.
so he's just.
So
Let's
he's
take
just
his head up a
walking.
little bit.
You know that he's just a silly little guy. Very welcome in.
Welcome in, Ariomi.
Eris Arnis Yomis.
Anyway, how's your week been, Steph?
Awful. It's been
Yeah,
one of
you
the
had
one of
a
the
lot
worst.
of PC trouble.
I had a lot of PC trouble, emotional issues, mental issues, but I'm a lot better now. I'm doing a bit better now, and that's just because I get to be playing like with my buddies IRL, playing Tekken 8. That's the only
Oh,
thing
nice.
I'm trying to get my mind off of everything.
Yeah, I don't got the money for Tekken 8, and even if I did, I don't think I'd be getting into Tekken 8.
It's Oh, you're not a big Tekken guy?
Not really. I'm already like investing time to Street Fighter.
Good point. Good point.
I played Tekken before. I really like the bear.
Puma's fucking awesome. Also, Ari said, "What are we chatting about anyway?" Do you wanna give everybody like an introduction of what exactly is gonna happen?
I have StephKomm here for an interview.
OMG.
We're all gonna learn a little bit more about Steph today.
Everybody's gonna find out my deep dark secrets. Red, welcome back. Everybody's gonna know everything about my past, my deep dark past, my deep dark present, and my hopefully not as dark future.
Hopefully, you have a bright future ahead of yourself.
I hope so, man. But you wanna?
Yeah.
I'm I'm ready when you are. Ooh.
So I think a thing everyone would like to know is why'd you start VTubing?
Uh, I've been wanting to be a streamer and a VTuber for like I don't even know how many years now. Probably since like my junior year like of high school. Definitely like let me count on my hand how many years ago that was. And this was way before like Hololive English came out. I was a really big Hololive fan. And even before that, a lot of YouTubers I watched when I was younger had avatars and even were doing VTubing stuff before VTubing was even a thing. Either it be a lot of Fire Emblem content creators back in the day, like Marky Joe and just other people that used just animated PNGs for their models and everything before, VTube Studio was really around. And ever since then, I always wanted to be somebody that made content for people to enjoy. I didn't think I'd be a streamer as much as I thought I'd be somebody who made YouTube videos for a regular. As soon as I thought more about streaming, I always wanted to be a streamer. So then I went down the rabbit hole. I used Hololive as really a motivation for my life, and actually you always hear the stories about this from like the parasocial relationships that my relationship got like I felt more like in love with life and like I was able to get out of depression state because of the people on the screen that I obsess over. Well, that actually did happen, and
Oh,
I
it did?
kind of was able, yeah, I was able to kind of get myself out of a deep dark time in my life and with shit piling up and everything like that in my life. And then I got to just kind of start working on things being like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm trying to pursue at least my dreams that I've always had. And I'd like to think it's successful because if not for me pursuing my dreams, I would not have gotten like so many people into VTubers to the point where other people have become VTubers now, like Merc
Like,
and other people.
and that's
So
and
I have
that's because of you?
Yeah.
Oh
I
wow.
one night like 2 years ago, uh, I was feeling like shit, and then I hung out with Merc. I spent like 3 hours explaining to her like Hololive, showing her a shit ton of covers and everything. Her original first favorite member was Toa, and then it became Gura, and then later on, that's how she became a VTuber.
Yeah, you and Merc, you're friends in real life, yeah?
Yeah, I've known Merc for think like 3 years now. I'm in my junior year. It was like my freshman year of college.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And so you've been VTubing for what 3 years then?
I've I've been wanting to be a VTuber for probably like 5, 6 years.
5, 6
Well, I
years, but
finally
like you.
finally got to start VTubing almost a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Almost a year
Only
ago.
almost 1 year.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Caveman, welcome in.
Yeah, well, welcome back,
Uh,
caveman. Yeah, you're just in there for the interview section of the show.
Hi, Caveman.
Yeah, so
But
just under a year, and let me quickly check how much have you grown since then?
I think I'm at 300
Yeah,
and
360 followers here.
there it is. I thought I was gonna say 350. 360 followers. There we go.
You've
Uh,
grown in just under a
I
year.
tried. I tried my best. I try to. I try to do the best I can to make everybody happy and proud of me.
And you do a good job at it.
You're gonna make me cry. Thank you.
So who is there one VTuber that you can point to and say that's the one that got me in?
Ooh, honestly, you wanna know the funniest thing about that?
What?
It are you saying brought me into the kind of streaming sphere or brought me into VTubing as a whole?
As a whole, like
Which one?
who
VTubing as a whole?
inspired you?
Okay. I'd probably say so. For some lore, there's this YouTuber I really like on YouTube, and about like I don't even know how many years ago, he made a video talking about VTubers and Project Melody and Iron Mouse and Sanctreya and a bunch of different VTubers years and years before any of them joined VShojo and everything, and I thought all of them were really fucking cool. I was I thought Project Melody, Iron Mouse, and Sanctuary were really cool, but if I had to pick one person that like really brought me kind of down the rabbit hole, it would probably be just watching like Okayu and Korone clips
Yeah, like
back
back when it
way
like
way
first started
before.
going, back when
Yeah.
VTuber first started being popular. Korone is like the one where like the first one that I can identify being like, well, like, oh, what's this?
Yeah, I was a huge like specifically the clips that had both Korone and Okayu in it, and then I became a big fan of just like Subaru. I like Subaru a lot. Anything that had Subaru, Okayu, Korone, and Mio in it was just really fucking entertaining, and still is. They still do stuff together, and I that's like the only really Hololive stuff I watched recently. It's just anything that has all of them in it. It's just entertaining as fuck.
And that group is that like the first like couple of VTubers you started watching?
Those are really the ones that I became that I started to have like a parasocial relationship with. Those are really the ones I was like, oh, I hope to one day get to meet them and thank them and tell them that I became the best cross country runner in my high school because of them.
You did cross country?
Yeah, I've done like ever since I was a kid because of my heart surgery. I've played sports my entire life. Most of them are leg sports, but I've played like every single sport you can think of competitively except for basketball and rugby.
Soccer, American football.
Yep, so I played soccer for I think like 12 years of my life.
12 years. Wow.
I love soccer. That's
Tennis.
my passion. Tennis, I that's my second. That tennis is my second most fucking played game. I love that game. I still play tennis with a bunch of my college buddies.
Well, I didn't realize you were such a jock. I didn't realize you were like.
I, dude,
Eh,
that was the thing.
eh,
That
eh,
was the thing.
Here, I thought you were like a dainty little twink, but no, you're a jock,
I,
a giga chad.
I had well, it's the fact I got nothing to show for it for my upper body. I have my because of my heart disease, I can't lift larger than 50 pounds for my own health.
Oh,
However,
okay.
I definitely have done a lot. I've definitely lifted way more than that, which has put me in danger. But it's all for the sake of wanting to be buff. But yeah, I have yeah, I want to get even stronger arms. I want to get even stronger arms, dude. Also, I just realized, do you want to change the genre that you are on
Oh my
Twitch?
gosh, yeah,
It
yeah.
still says power.
I'm still in Power
I
World.
just I just noticed that. Oh, Merc, welcome in. Dude, the Jock Steph arc is gonna go crazy. If I ever get like 3D capturing, we gotta have a pig. You and I gotta have like a weightlifting stream
Oh my
together.
god. A weightlifting stream was one of the ideas I had. I was like, okay, if I ever
That'd be
like
sick as
get like the
fuck.
tech, I was thinking the idea would be like I don't even announce it or tell anyone. Just here's the stream suddenly, and it's just me working out.
That'd be sick as fuck. That'd be so cool. But yeah, sorry, I went a little tangent about
No,
like
tangents are
the
good.
sports and
Tangents are
everything.
good.
I like playing sports. I don't get to talk about. There's so many things I'm like super like passionate over, but I never get to talk about them, like Magic the Gathering or just playing sports as a whole. I hate watching sports. I hate watching sports unless it's soccer. Because other than that, I just want to go out and play the sport.
Yeah, like I understand American football. Like I know what the rules are. I know like what the objective is, but like watching it on TV is kind of lame.
Yeah, when I played football, it was so fucking fun. I loved playing football. However, then just watching it and just being around people who love watching, it's like I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Like I think my like the moment I realized that watching it sucks is when there was some Super Bowl a couple of years ago where like you get a couple of minutes of the game, and the game sucked, by the way. It was Patriots versus I don't remember. It was Patriots versus someone, but just a couple of minutes of a lame game, and then who knows how many minutes of commercials.
Yeah.
Like this, the Super Bowl is more about the commercials and the halftime show than it is about the football.
Oh yeah.
MTG is
Oh yeah.
Magic the Gathering.
They're calling me out because okay, well that's because I know you guys are okay with Magic now. That's why I talk about it. Pig, you ever play Magic?
I played Magic briefly during
Would you be interested?
university.
Would you ever try and play again? That's how everybody is, just playing in university. Would you ever want to play it again? Would you ever be interested in playing it again? Please, 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 please. You would like green and red. You would like
Yes.
green and red, maybe black.
I would be,
Sorry.
but like my experience with Magic was it was really slow, especially in comparison to Yu-Gi-Oh, which is like one of the things I'm really
Okay,
into.
Yu-Gi-Oh rocks, dude. Yu-Gi-Oh
Like
fucking
in
rocks.
comparison, Yu-Gi-Oh is so fast paced.
Well, were you playing Modern or were you playing Commander?
Modern. I was aware
You're
of
playing
Commander. I don't know what it was.
oh. Oh, that's it. That's it. You got caught. You got to play Commander, man. Commander is where it's at. Commander is really where it's at. Especially if you have 3 other people, you can pick. We gotta play Magic, dude. We gotta play Magic.
Okay,
I gotta
okay.
fly you out, dude. We all gotta play Magic.
Yeah, if I ever have you on again, we can play Magic after
Fuck yeah,
a second interview.
that'd be amazing. Of course, if I'm good enough to want to be brought back on again.
Oh, believe me, I have a small enough circle of people I can pull in a favor from that you'll be on again.
Yeah.
So, does your family know you stream?
They know I make money.
Okay.
Barely any, but they know. Okay, yes. I had to explain to them a little bit what streaming is, but basically explaining to them that using streaming as a platform to kind of work towards something that helps me get more into voice acting, which is my dream career in the end,
Oh.
kind of got them to understand a bit more about what it is and everything, and kind of I get to go from there. And my parents are like, "Oh yeah, whatever." Like they still don't get it, but if I
They're
can
supportive?
show, well, they kind of like they're supportive, but also like they forgot that this like that I am doing this and like this exists.
Like it when it comes up in conversation, like how do you like describe it in like a couple words?
It just oh I try in a couple words I say I'm working on like building a platform for myself.
Like I've heard people say I work in the internet, or like I'm an entertainer on the internet. Cause
I
the term content creator kind of flies over the heads of the older generation.
they luckily for me because I've been paid for a lot of weird reasons in my life. So I've even gotten paid for getting first place in like fighting game tournaments.
Oh,
They
nice.
just kind of they just kind of expect that like I'm just doing stuff like online that just will sometimes make me money, and that's basically like kind of what they think of when I like if anything like they bring up, "Oh, what were you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I was just kind of filming some stuff and like that." That's kind of my way of wiggling
Yeah. Okay.
out of any conversation.
Okay. And you've done like full body mocapping for a stream, right? I remember it was during Mercury's 3D debut.
Yeah. For Merc's 3D debut, I just had mac and cheese before I went over, and we wanted to do this bit. We were planning this bit for a couple of weeks and like beforehand about like being on like making a video of us fucking around like switching bodies so I can test it out. It was a lot of fun. In the video, it was only like 2 minutes long. There was probably like 30 minutes of footage of us fucking around.
Okay, so that whole thing was pre-recorded.
Only like just the part with Merc and I. Like
Okay.
it was very very fun. That was an absolute blast. I tried doing a cartwheel and I hurt my ass
Oh my
earlier.
god.
But luckily that wasn't record. Nobody saw that. It wasn't put in the video. Yeah, I've done a. It was fun. It was very fun.
Now your VTuber model, it's a dog boy, yeah?
Yep. Good old Steph the dog boy.
Yeah. Oh,
Because my unoriginal ass, when creating a VTuber model, Pokemon followed. Excuse me.
hello, Jimon. Thanks for the follow. Like, why go
But
with that design?
um, that unoriginal pig. I drew myself, put dog ears on it, and I went from there.
Very simple, very easy.
Yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna draw like an outfit that like I would normally wear.
Yeah, like
So
the shirt that your model has, the like checkerboard.
uh,
Is that just a
yeah,
shirt you
so
have in real life?
no. That's actually a lot of my design. Fun fact: a lot of my design is taken from games and or anime that I'm really like into and had very emotional parts of my life. The checkerboard pattern on the shirt is a reference to the game Yume Nikki, which is one of my favorite games of all
You
time. I
and
even have a
Nikki.
plushie. Yeah, I have a plushie of the main character who I call my daughter. She in the game she wears the exact same sweater but pink instead of purple, but with the same checkerboard pattern.
Okay, I just looked it up. I've heard the name before, but I've never actually seen the game. Yeah, that's the same checkerboard
Yeah,
pattern.
yeah, this game genuinely means the absolute world to me. This has been
Uh,
Yume Nikki's a very important game to me personally and just everything that when I was in deep times in my life, it was there for me. Which sounds kind of cringe, but I love this game to death. Absolutely everything about this game is my favorite.
is this an RPG Maker game?
Yeah, it was made in 2004 by a guy named Kikiyama,
Oh,
who has no
four.
other
Okay.
information about him on the internet at all because he is completely ghosted from everything, except for an interview that came out, I think, either last year or 2 years ago that he had with Toby Fox of Undertale and Deltarune fame,
Yeah, yeah.
where in the interview we find out that exactly what Kikiyama would order if he was at Denny's.
That's specific.
Yeah, he ends the entire interview. Toby Fox mentioned at the very for the preview of the interview that he's only going to be asking kind of yes or no or very limited questions to kind of keep the mysterious nature of Kikiyama. We
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
just
Fair.
don't know anything about Kikiyama. We don't know what he looks like or anything. He has no social media, nothing at all.
Yeah,
He
fair enough.
appeared out of nowhere, created Yume Nikki in 2004, and disappeared off the face of the planet.
He hasn't done anything besides that.
No, we didn't hear from him again until a remake, kind of like spiritual successor to the game called Yume Nikki Dream Diary came out, and I think February of 2020, I think, or 2019. Hold on, let me look this up real quick because I remember I pre-ordered the game and I was the first person in all of Steam to 100% complete the game, if I remember correctly.
Really?
Sorry, no, February 23rd, 2018. I fucking love this game to death. Until like I just realized, wow, the game's really bad. I did 100% complete the game. It's one of the few Steam games I own that I've 100% completed and gotten every achievement.
If the, if there's no other way to show your love for a game,
Yeah, that's my way. Sorry. I've like funnily enough, I have been like on a radio show before and I've talked about just everything about Yume Nikki and Kikiyama as a whole. This isn't even the first time I've been on like an interview show where I talked about Kikiyama. That's kind of funny. But yeah,
I'm
sorry.
glad this
My
conversation
design.
came up.
My design. Yeah, the sweater is from Yume Nikki. The heart boxer briefs is a reference to now they aren't hearts in the actual game. They're polka dots. However, when I was a kid and I played the game, when I was way younger and played the game, I always thought they were hearts. And then when I thought about designing the like who I am, Steph, me, I decided I'm just gonna go with what I always thought and make it hearts. It's from the game Catherine,
Oh yeah, I'm aware of
where
that
the
one.
main character. Yeah, I love that fucking game, dude. I love that game so much. That's another game that means the world to me. So that's where the boxer shorts come from, and then black socks. Just they're black socks. There's no meaning behind that one. I just wear black socks
Yeah,
because I don't like white
you've
socks.
worn black socks at least once in your life. That's the inspiration.
Yeah, at least yeah. I definitely am not wearing them right now. Ha 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 ha. Ha.
I mean, we don't know. You could be.
Yeah. I definitely am not wearing my A&D1 black socks that you can get at your local like Ross. But yes, that is kind of the main design chops behind just Steph. Plus dog ears, because dogs like are one of my favorite animals.
Like the base design being just a dog boy, yeah, simple enough. But you put a lot of thought into what your model wears.
Yeah, I
There's a
I
lot
just
of
wanted to make
you in it.
something. Yeah, I wanted to make something that genuinely means that is personal to me. I didn't want. That's another reason why I go by the name Steph as well. That because that is just my name.
Oh, that's your real name?
I Yeah, people call me Steph more often in my life than anything else. And even in fighting game communities, that's what everybody knows me by. So I've gone by Steph ever since like
Steph, Steven.
8 year because Steph came from just a name I came up like 8 years ago,
Hmm.
and from there I've just been going by Steph ever since.
Now,
So I just wanted when I streamed, I wanted to feel less of like a character for you guys,
and
and
more
more
just the
so
real
just
you.
yeah. This is the I don't fake who I am. I wanted to be real, and that's why my design I personally wanted to kind of show off what I'm passionate about or just what I like, while also keeping it simple. Just a sweater, like boxers, and I'm looking at myself right now. I'm holding a gun to you.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
But yeah, so that's kind of the behind my design, and I chose Beagle because that's like my favorite dog brand.
Brand? Don't you mean breed?
You heard me.
Your favorite brand of dog.
I got the Kroger
Now, now,
brand.
now, now, you mentioned Yume Nikki being like one of the most in like one of the things that really inspire you and motivate you. Now that's a video game. Any
Mhm.
shows, books, movies?
As of right now, as of January 27th, I cannot talk about exactly, but let me tell you, come March 22nd, you guys will be in for a surprise, and I could talk about anime influences.
Real? Why wait that long? March 22nd, you said?
'Cause that's my 1 year anniversary.
Oh, okay.
I have a couple things special planned.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. A special event, March 22nd.
Yeah.
Steph's
And then
1 year anniversary.
you can have me on after. I swear to God, caveman, I'm gonna strangle you if you talk about One Piece. I have to do fucking One Piece Club now. I'm gonna die, pig. I'm gonna
One Piece
die,
Club?
dude. Yeah.
You could just
Visual not oh,
you
talking
could
about
just
visual
not show
novels.
up, you know.
I don't. I just not show up to my own stream. Just turn on the like turn on it and just like go walk away. Go on a walk like a jog down the street.
Why not? Do some laundry, file your taxes, you know, whatever you need to
Oh
do.
yeah, you know what? You gave me a good idea, pig.
Now, I want to talk
But
names. Well, who was the name of the creator of Yume Nikki? What was it again?
Hikiyama.
Kikiyama.
Kiyama.
Okay.
So
Same as the
Ari, I
last
can.
question. Any like directors, writers, or like other artists that have like a similar level of inspiration to you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ari is bringing up visual novels. This is perfect because a visual novel that means the world to me and something very personal to me. I have. I don't have an exact name for it, but I do have the studio that made it. There's a visual novel that genuinely had a spot in my heart for a dark time in my life called Katawa Shoujo, done by the
That's the
studio Four Leaf.
that's one with physically disabled girls, right?
Yeah, it's the one with where the main character has a heart disease, and I was able to relate a lot
Oh
to
yeah,
that.
I can imagine.
Yeah, that game means a lot to me. So definitely the Four Leaf Studios that made that game. Naoki Urasawa, the creator of Monster, Pluto, one of my favorite series like manga of all time, Pluto, 20th Century Boys, 21st Century Boys, Asadoro, and Billy Bat, to name just a few, is one of my favorite authors, if not my all-time favorite author of all time. I can go on for hours about all the work he's done and how much it means to me and just everything that I love about everything he's done. I'm a huge Naoki Urasawa fan. And when Pluto got an adaptation by Netflix, holy shit. I I watched a bit of the anime and I'm like, dude, this is fucking amazing. I just have to wait until everything about Pluto is forgotten in my mind so I can watch it again and feel like everything's rushing back to me all over again. Geno Ibuchi as well. Aries is bringing up Geno Ibuchi, the creator of Madoka Magica. Fate Zero being one of my favorite animes of all time, and Saya no Uta, one of my favorite visual novels of all time. He's also just somebody that I just admire like shit ton. So if I had to pick, sorry, I went on a little bit. If I had to pick a just good handful, I'd probably say Naoki Urasawa of Monster and Pluto fame, Geno Ibuchi of Fate Zero, Saina Uta, and Madoka Magica. Good old fucking Lucas Pope of Papers, Please, and just Return to Oberdeen. That game's amazing. I fucking love him. All the group called Subset Games who did FTL Faster Than Light, one of my favorite games of all time, and probably Into the Breach. That's the other game. Panangel, Panangel, thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow, Pan
Sorry,
Angel.
I felt bad.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I had to look up if it was the same monster I was freaking out, but it is. Naoki Urasawa is the writer of Monster.
Yeah, I love that
Very
guy. So
famous anime and manga.
yeah, his art style is something that I've always strived for. Just I the art styles that have very much inspired me and what you guys that I hope to maybe show my like drawings that I've done all these years to a lot more people. But Naoki Urasawa's art style and also I always forget his name. I always forget his name, but the creator of Devilman and Getter Robo
Oh,
is
Go Nagai.
yeah, Go Nagai. Go Nagai and Naoki Urasawa are probably my biggest inspirations art wise. I fucking love everything about them. Mixed with a couple
Dude.
of online animators like Akaroid. Just everything combined is something I've always tried for being able in everything I create.
Dude, Go Nagai is one of my like biggest inspirations.
Dude, Go Nagai's awesome, dude. I fucking love him,
Literally
bro.
peak.
Anything, dude. Shin Getter Robo / Getter Robo Armageddon's like my fucking. I love that series of. Oh god, I love Getter Robo and anything done by Go Nagai, dude.
Have you ever seen a Chibichara Go Nagai World?
Dude, one of my close buddies, one of my close online buddies that I've had for a fat while, he's probably the biggest mecha fan I've ever met in my life. He fucking like has begged me for like years to watch it. I always I always forget, dude. I feel so bad. I always forget. And then like he brings it up again and I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I still got to do that." Yeah, I'll watch it like later today. And then like a year goes by and then he brings it up again. Same with me playing Super Robot Wars. He's been telling me for years to play Super Robot Wars 30. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get around to it."
That sounds like a situation me and a group of friends and I have. Well, one of our friends wants us to watch Megalobox, but
Oh,
wait,
you haven't watched Megalobox?
we're on like episode 4, I believe.
That is one of my favorite animes of all time, especially the sequel Nomad, dude. Nomad I watched while it was airing. Fucking phenomenal anime, dude. You gotta grind it and watch Megalobox and Nomad. It's so goddamn good,
I'll
dude.
be sure to tell my friend that we
Thank
gotta
you.
watch it.
Thank you.
So
I'll watch the Chibi Go Nagai world, I promise.
dude, if dude you haven't yet, it's next to Crybaby. It might be my favorite Go Nagai
Fuck.
animated thing.
Damn. Now I really gotta. Here's the question. Is
Oh, a question for
Ryoma
me?
in it? Is Ryoma from my Better Robo? Is he in it? That's all I need to know.
Let me go back.
I just looked up a picture and I see my boy. I gotta
Yeah,
watch it
yeah,
now.
he is. It's Go Nagai World. It's all of it.
Yeah.
So I'd
Holy
like
shit.
to pull it back into
Of
VTubing.
course. Yeah.
What are your goals in the space, both short term and long term?
Make fun. Just basically be able to do anything that I could put my mind to, more stuff that I'm passionate about, more stuff that I do in my free time that I get to play with you guys, especially like fighting games like Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, Tekken, even tournaments that I participate in off of stream, being able to stream it to you guys. Now that I upgraded my PC, I'll be able to do that. But just honestly, a lot of fighting games. One of my favorite inspirations and my hands down favorite streamer and even almost content creator that I've been a massive fanboy of for like 5, 6 years now is a guy named Brian F. Absolutely love that guy. He's a pro. He's a Street Fighter 4, 5, and 6 competitor. I love everything he puts out and everything. Being able to kind of, I want to be like the Brian F of VTubers, mixed with like a little bit of like like I love Vines. Just anything, all of my childhood inspirations combined with my modern inspirations, all in one, is what I want to become, which is a combination of the Vine Sauce guys, just a podcast that I used to be a huge fan of called Sleepy Cast from Sleepy Cabin. That
Ah,
plus J- Germa. Harry even brought up Germa. I didn't even read that.
Germa.
Germa, Vinesauce, Sleepy Cabin, and Brian F. all combined into one. Maybe even Sage Jam as well. Throw him in there. All that in one, and
A, a, a,
turned it into a VTuber. That's who I want to be.
a gumbo of content creators into one VTuber.
Exactly. One dog boy VTuber.
Now, now,
Eagle boy.
you partially answered my next question earlier. Can you see yourself still VTubing into your 30s, or dare I say even your 40s?
Oh yeah, as long as I can keep doing everything. It doesn't either if I'm still VTubing, which I probably will, or even if I do a lot more IRL stuff, which I'm not opposed to at all. I can definitely see myself being in the streamer sphere for a long time to come. That's kind of my hope with everything.
Yeah,
I don't do this for the numbers. I do this for just to make people happy, and that's kind of like as long as I get to make one person happy each and every day, I'm gonna keep doing this for as long as I physically am able to.
that's great, man. Now we've already touched on fighting games a little.
Oh
How long
yeah.
have you been playing?
Uh, ever since I was a 6-year-old boy going to my indoor soccer league and playing their Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade cabinet that was falling apart.
Oh, you had that experience. You
Yeah,
you had
I'm
you had the
I
classic experience.
going from playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on their arcade cabinet when I was a little kid in my like indoor soccer facility to the my childhood PS2 playing Dead or Alive 2 hardcore on my PS2 with my dad. Then going from that to my Xbox 360 and picking up Street Fighter 4, Dead or Alive 4 and 5 and just going crazy with that. And then I got a PS5, not PS5, PS3 and more into Tekken games and other anime fighting games. I've also been a Guilty Gear fan for like over a decade now, and I've been playing it at this arcade cabinet that I used to live by that had a shit ton of Guilty Gear games. I was playing that all the time, dude. I loved Guilty Gear.
You definitely have a
I've been
lot
playing.
more. You definitely have a lot more of your life and experience than I do.
Yeah, I'm a dweeb. What can I say? I'm a big dorkish dweebus who spends
You've
way
been
too much
in.
time.
You've been in.
Yeah, I've been around the block a few times, but honestly, my favorite part about being like such a grandpa and veteran in the fighting game sphere is especially when Street Fighter 6 and Guilty Gear Strive came out, and just to see people picking up the game who've never heard of the game series before ever or have even played it, get into it and being like, "Oh, this fucking rocks," and playing it. Getting to see new faces play these games that I'm so passionate and I love towards is just the like one of the best feelings in the world. I never understood gatekeeping. I never really got gatekeeping, how people who've been like veterans will just cut like be like, "Oh, you don't even know this. Huh, you're not even worthy of being an equal." I just love getting to see people explore games that I'm passionate and I love.
Yeah, but both Strive and Street Fighter 6 have done a really good job at getting a lot of new people in.
Oh
Like
yeah, now Tekken 8 is out and
I think more
everybody's
than like
talking about it. I'm so happy.
I think more than insurmountably more than previous years. These two games and now Tekken 8 as well are getting so many more people in, like
Oh,
compared to
dude.
previous fighting games.
I love fighting. It's just because they're making it a lot more accessible for everybody, and it's
Oh
fucking
yeah, for
awesome.
sure.
Street Fighter 6 has the modern control scheme. Tekken 8 is going more into just special mode, which allows just more kind of assist combos and letting people kind of go at their own pace and still learn all the like mechanics of the game. Just having all of that is just making it so much easier and getting to see so many more people wanting to play these games, and I'm so damn happy and I get to finally play these games with more people.
Is there a type of character that you prefer to play?
Old characters.
Old,
I
like
my
like Ryu or like Gen Ryu?
uh more like so I don't really get to I don't think I've mentioned this on stream a lot before. I played a shit ton of professional Street Fighter 5.
Oh,
I was really into that game. I played a character, I mained the character Zeku from the
Zeku.
game.
Oh,
The old guy who turned
who turns into
has a lot of Strider's move set and Guy's move set from the Street Fighter 2 games, Alpha
yeah,
2.
he transforms into
A
what's his
younger
name?
version of himself
Yeah,
that is the godfather of the Strider clan. That's the lore. If not for the game series Strider, Zeku would not have happened. Zeku was a creator. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, I really like character. I don't know. I've always had an affinity to
like
just older characters, more grizzled characters, or just anything that really like with Marissa from Street Fighter like 6, that was a love at first sight. I knew from the
oh, dude, me
get-go as soon
too.
as she came out, I'm playing this fucking character hands down. I'm putting all my faith and like all into her.
For me, it was her and Luke. Like when I first saw Luke, I saw like, oh, this dude's ugly. People seem to hate him. I'm gonna rep for him. And
Dude,
then Marissa got
and
revealed.
Street,
And I'm like, let's go. I'm playing Marissa.
dude, Luke. Oh god, Luke is the best character in the game. He
Overly,
rocks.
he is overrepresented from tournaments that I've seen.
Yeah, in CPT, in the upcoming CPT that, funnily enough, the content creator I really like, Brian F, even just put out a recent video. He talked about how if you take into perspective everybody's mains and secondaries and you put it all together, every single qualifier for the biggest CPT tournament coming up, 11 players are representing Luke. Right underneath that, 5 players representing DJ.
It's crazy.
Luke is as overrepresented in this upcoming Capcom event, this next CPT, than he was when he was the most broken character in Street Fighter 5. It's about near equal. And that's absolutely crazy because when Street Fighter 5 was happening and the last CPT happened in 2022 with Luke, there was I think like 20 like around I think it was like 15 people I think. Sorry, there's a lot of Luke. Luke's a cool fucking character, but at the same time, man, he scares me.
He's really
Yes, hi,
he's
yes.
really popular, really strong. You're gonna see. You better get used to the matchup.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Thank you for the follow.
I have to get more in it. I gotta get more acquainted with Luke. He just has every single tool that could deal with Marissa, and it just makes it impossible.
Why play Ryu when you can play Luke? He's just a better Ryu.
Yeah.
He's
The
the
only
better Shoto.
I would say Luke is the best Shoto in the game. If you play Ryu as even like a fucking zoner, he's like near best in the game. I'd even say easier because of how easier he is to not deal with, to just play, pick up and play and get good with. We've been seeing a lot more Ryu play in recent tournaments than even JP, who is like 4th best in the game,
Yeah,
3rd best maybe.
I don't like playing against JPs.
JP is one scary motherfucker.
Let me in. Stop spamming your purple crap.
He's one beast, I tell you that. But what kind of character designs I go for? Just anything that sticks out. But most of the time,
Like an elderly person.
older guys. So like Dragunov from Tekken, Victor from the brand new Tekken 8, just Zeku, anybody that just I'm like, oh man, this guy's cool as fuck. And then there's Axel and Slayer in Guilty Gear. Slayer's the older kind of gentleman, and Axel's the younger guy, which is like a first.
When I first got into Guilty Gear, it was through Rev 2, and
I love Rev 2.
and
I have like 200 hours in that game, bro. It's so good.
I don't know how many hours I got, but I was mostly playing on the console. But on that, I really got into Kum Hae-yoon,
Oh, he's a dude.
the elderly man
Boom is
cyborg.
awesome. Yeah, who has the girl living inside him. It's awesome. Dude. Boom is such a cool fucking character. I really hope they add him back to Strive.
If they add him back to Strive, I'll hop back onto Strive.
I will probably get more. I'm praying getting Slayer in the game, getting Koom in the game, and then I don't even know. They just make somebody else up. If those two are in the game,
Get
that's
Abba
sick
in.
as fuck. Abba as well. Abba would be fucking cool, or even Zappa. Zappa would be so sick as well. Raven is as well. Yes, I forgot you're a big Raven guy. Raven would be cool as fuck too.
Well, since we are on the topic of fighting games, you want to run a couple sets?
I would be glad to. Mr. Pig video games.
All right, everyone.
For that,
Me and Steph are gonna run some sets in Street Fighter 6.